Hi, my name is Isaac King, and this is my final presentation for Spirit Empowered Church. I'm going to be talking on vision from section 5, where Andy Stanley teaches on 5 things that can help a leader make their vision stick. And so Andy Stanley says if people don't know where we're going, it's because we haven't clearly stated it. And so a vision is a mental picture of what could be fueled by passion. So in other words, it's a dream that is fueled by passion. And so today, let's look at 5 things that a leader can do to make your vision stick. So number 1 is state it clearly. If your vision is going to stick, it has to be simple and it has to be memorable. And so Andy Stanley says that memorable is portable. And so for us, our mission statement at River of Life for the young adults, it was prayer is our culture, intentional is our time. And so not only did we have it on our room, but we on the wall in our room, but we also carried it everywhere we went on our shirts and everything for that year. And so, it's got to be portable, but it also has to be catchy and memorable. The second thing that a leader can do to make their vision stick is to cast it convincingly. So, if you don't truly believe in what you're saying, people aren't going to carry the vision because you yourself don't even believe it. But there's 3 elements involved in that are critical to casting vision. And so the first one is this, define the problem. Your church has to answer a problem. So for us, it was, look, as young adults, we need to be more intentional with our time. And so what you have to identify what the problem is and what would happen if you didn't carry that vision. And so number 2, in that casting the vision convincingly, is to offer a solution. So for us, what we did is that we started doing 1 hour of prayer every day for 1 year. And so we didn't know this going into it, but this was in 2020 when COVID hit. And so we started the year strong, we were praying, and all of a sudden everything kind of shut down. And before I knew it, I had 24 to 30 young adults every day showing up for prayer because the rest of the world was shut down, so they had nowhere else to go. And it really kind of fueled the rest of the year once things opened back up. And then the third thing you can do is to explain why and why now. And so what is at stake if we don't do it? And so, we really just looked at what was going on in 2020 and said, let's keep praying because what is at stake if we don't keep praying? And so the third thing that we can do to make your vision stick is to repeat it regularly. And so it has to be in the rhythm of who you are as a church. And so, I would bring it up in every sermon almost that I preached. And so that year I preached 84 sermons that year. And I would say the majority of them, I said the phrase, prayer is our culture, intentional is our time. And so even if it was just in the opening statement, I continued to push that vision and people got really excited about it. And so your challenge as a leader is to discover, the best way to repeat this vision. Not everybody has a pulpit like I do. So whatever your organization is you have to find a way to repeat that vision regularly. How do you communicate that? What is the channels that you've been given to communicate that? And so the fourth thing you can do to make your vision stick is to celebrate it systematically. And so you have to pause sometimes to celebrate wins. And so for us, we were believing God. We had a young guy that was in a car accident and put in a coma and was told he would never wake up. And if he did, he'd be brain dead. And so we were like, hey, prayer is our culture, intentional is our time. How about we come up with a different outcome than what the doctors are saying it's going to be? And so that became a large focus of our prayer, became a large focus of our fasting while we were praying. And sure enough, this kid Hudson, he woke up from his coma, but not only that, but he wasn't brain dead and he was able to graduate from high school. And so that was something that, we celebrated and we got all excited about. And it's interesting because, people don't miss what's being publicly celebrated. They kind of catch on to what's going on. And so really take that opportunity to share people's stories and then ask the question, what happened yesterday or last week that makes you feel successful in what you came here to do? And so nothing gives definition to your church or to your organization than pausing to win. And so what is celebrated is repeated, and people are like, let's do it again. That was awesome. And so the more you celebrate it, the more it fuels that passion to want to do it again. And so the last thing you can do to help your vision stick as a leader is to embrace it personally. You yourself have to embrace that vision. You have to be the one that drives it, live it, eat it, sleep it, breathe it. It is you. And so for me, with that, the 1 hour of prayer a day for the whole year, I made all of those prayer meetings except for the ones where I was out of town and I couldn't. And so, as a leader, you can't take a day off from the vision. You have to live it yourself. So do exactly what you're expecting your staff or your leadership to do. And so with that, I just thank you for tuning in to find out how to cast your vision and make it stick.